Everyone thinks the giant squid is the ultimate deep-sea nightmare, the monster that haunted sailors' dreams and dragged ships into legend. Just the idea of it lurking below is enough to make your skin crawl. But here's the part most people forget. In the ocean's past, even the giant squid wasn't at the top of the food chain. There was something down there that hunted them like appetizers. Take a deep breath, because today we're meeting the predator that didn't just fight ocean monsters, but ate them. The giant squid legend. For most of human history, the existence of a giant squid was basically a myth. Sailors told stories about the kraken, a monster so huge it could wrap its arms around entire ships and drag them down. Turns out they weren't entirely making it up. Giant squids are real, and they're absolutely massive. They can reach up to 43 feet long and weigh over 600 pounds. Their eyes are very large, and it's for a specific reason. They need eyes that big because they hunt in complete darkness, thousands of feet below the surface where no sunlight reaches. Their 8 arms and 2 feeding tentacles are covered in suckers, lined with sharp, tooth-like rings. And their beak? It's made of an incredibly hard material, harder than most metals. They use it to tear chunks out of fish and other prey. For decades, scientists only knew giant squids existed because they'd find their beaks inside sperm whale stomachs or see their tentacles washed up on beaches. Nobody had seen a living one until 2004, when researchers finally captured the first footage. The giant squid became the ocean's most famous monster, but being famous doesn't automatically make you the scariest thing in the ocean. The reality. Let's be honest, giant squids are terrifying, but they're not apex predators. They're the mid-level bosses of the deep sea. They mostly eat deep-sea fish and smaller squids. Efficient? Absolutely. Terrifying? For sure. But the ultimate ocean predator? Not quite, because here's what most people don't know. Giant squids are prey. They get eaten regularly. Sperm whales hunt giant squids. A single adult sperm whale can eat hundreds of pounds of squid per day. Scientists have found giant squid beaks by the hundreds inside sperm whales' stomachs. But modern sperm whales are basically the calm version of what used to exist and terrorize the ocean. They're impressive hunters, but they're not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about their ancestor, the one that didn't only hunt squids, it hunted everything. Leviathan. Let me introduce you to Leviathan melvillei, named after the biblical sea monster Leviathan and Herman Melville, the author who wrote Moby Dick. This creature lived roughly 12 to 13 million years ago during the Miocene epoch, and it was an absolute monster. Leviathan was a sperm whale, but nothing like the ones we have today. Modern sperm whales have teeth only in their lower jaw, and they mostly use them for grabbing squid, not really for biting. Leviathan had massive teeth in both jaws. We're talking about teeth up to 14 inches long, the largest functional teeth of any known animal ever. Each tooth was thick, conical, and designed to puncture and tear. Imagine a whale with the teeth of a Tyrannosaurus rex. That's basically what this was. Estimates put Leviathan at 44 to 57 feet long and weighing between 50 and 60 tons. That's about the same size as a modern sperm whale, but built completely differently. This wasn't a deep diving specialist. This was a surface hunter built to destroy. And here's something remarkable. It shared the oceans with Megalodon, the giant prehistoric shark everyone knows about. Scientists have found Leviathan and Megalodon fossils in the same regions and time periods. These two apex predators were competing for the same food in the same oceans. And unlike Megalodon, which was a shark with serrated teeth designed for slicing, Leviathan was a mammal with intelligence and massive conical teeth designed for gripping and crushing. The ultimate hunter. So what did Leviathan eat? Pretty much whatever it wanted. Giant squids, absolutely, but those were probably just snacks. Leviathan hunted large prey. Seals, dolphins, smaller whales, large fish, and possibly even other sharks. Some scientists think it might have even confronted Megalodon in territorial disputes. Think about that for a moment. A whale fighting a Megalodon and possibly winning. That's how massive this creature was. Here's why Leviathan was so dangerous. First, intelligence. Modern sperm whales are incredibly smart. They have complex social structures, use strategy when hunting, and can coordinate with each other. Second, teeth in both jaws. Unlike modern sperm whales, Leviathan could bite hard. Those massive interlocking teeth could grab, crush, and tear through thick blubber, bone, and flesh. It wasn't swallowing prey whole, it was ripping them apart. Third, echolocation. Like modern sperm whales, Leviathan probably used echolocation to hunt. It could see with sound, detecting prey from miles away, even in murky water. There was no hiding from this creature. Fourth, mammalian advantages. Being a mammal gave Leviathan benefits sharks don't have. Better temperature regulation, higher metabolism, more sustained energy. Sharks are ambush predators that rely on short bursts of speed. Leviathan could chase prey for longer periods. And finally, possible pack hunting. Modern sperm whales sometimes hunt in groups. If Leviathan did the same, that's essentially a wolf pack of 50-ton whales with foot-long teeth working together.
Leviathan versus giant squid.
So let's return to the giant squid for a moment. Imagine you're a giant squid drifting through the dark ocean. You're an apex predator in your world. You've got arms covered in hooks, a beak that can shred flesh, and you're big enough to scare off most threats. Then you hear it. A series of clicks echoes through the water, getting closer. That's echolocation, and it's locked onto you. Before you can react, something massive slams into your body. Jaws the size of a car snap shut around your body. Teeth longer than your tentacle puncture through your mantle. Within seconds, it's over. You're being torn apart and swallowed in chunks. That's what happened when a giant squid encountered Leviathan. The squid wasn't the predator anymore, it was food. Modern sperm whales hunt giant squids regularly, and they don't even have proper teeth. Leviathan had teeth designed specifically for killing large, dangerous prey. For Leviathan, giant squids weren't terrifying sea monsters, they were just another meal. The rain and fall. For millions of years, Leviathan was one of the ocean's top predators. It dominated coastal and open ocean environments, probably competing directly with Megalodon for food and territory. But then, like most apex predators throughout history, it went extinct. Why? We're not entirely sure. Climate change, shifts in ocean temperatures, and changes in prey availability, probably a combination of factors. What we do know is that around 8 to 9 million years ago, Leviathan disappeared from the fossil record. Megalodon lasted a bit longer, going extinct about 3.6 million years ago. But here's something fascinating. Sperm whales survived. They evolved into the deep diving specialists we see today, giving up those massive teeth in exchange for better adaptations for hunting in the deep ocean. They're still hunting giant squids. They're just doing it more efficiently now, without the massive weaponry. So here's the truth. Giant squids are incredible, terrifying, and absolutely massive creatures. But in the prehistoric oceans, they weren't the apex predators. They were prey. Leviathan melvillei, a 50-ton whale with 14-inch teeth, echolocation, intelligence, and incredible hunting ability, made giant squids look like appetizers. It hunted them, tore them apart, and it probably didn't even consider them a significant challenge. So, next time you watch a documentary about giant squids being the scariest thing in the ocean, remember that there used to be something that made them scared. The ocean is deeper and more dangerous than most people realize, and millions of years ago, it was home to predators that would make today's apex hunters look ordinary. Which predator do you think ruled the prehistoric oceans? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you want to learn more about ancient ocean predators, like this video and subscribe to the channel. The ancient oceans held terrors we're only beginning to understand. Thanks for watching.